Once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a poor young man living in a little village. One snowy day, the young man stumbled upon a crane caught in a trap. Flap, 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 flap. "Oh no, you're stuck!" He gently freed the crane and it let out a soft cry. "Ka-oh-oh," it called, spreading its wings as it circled in the air before flying off. "Be careful on your way home," the young man said, watching it disappear into the snowy sky. That night, there was a knock at his door. "Excuse me," said a soft voice. Standing there was a beautiful young woman. "I've lost my way in the snow. May I stay here for the night?" The young man shared all the food he had and gave her every blanket he owned to keep her warm. The woman, her cheeks glowing with gratitude, said, "You are so kind. Please, let me be your wife." The two were soon married and lived happily together. But no matter how much they loved each other, their poverty didn't change. How will we ever celebrate the new year like this? The young man sighed sadly. The woman gently touched his hand and said, "I will weave a special cloth, but you must promise me, never, ever peek while I work." She locked herself in a small room and began weaving. Clatter, clatter, swish, clatter, swish. 3 days later, she emerged, pale and exhausted. "You're so thin," the young man exclaimed in worry. "Don't worry about me," she replied softly. "Take this cloth to the lord of the village." The cloth she had woven was pure white, like freshly fallen snow, and it gleamed like pearls in the sunlight. "Amazing!" cried the Lord, delighted with its beauty. He rewarded the young man with a generous payment. "I love this. Bring me more," the Lord commanded. The young man was troubled. He couldn't disobey the order. Seeing his distress, his wife said, "I will weave one more piece of cloth, but remember, do not look while I am weaving." Clatter, clatter, swish, clatter, swish. 3 days passed, then 5. The sounds of weaving never stopped. "Is she all right?" Overcome with worry, the young man couldn't hold back. He opened the door just a crack. Inside, he didn't see his wife. Instead, there was a crane. It was the same crane he had rescued on that snowy day. The crane was pulling its own feathers and weaving them into the cloth. The crane turned and spoke. "Now that you've seen my true form, I can no longer stay with you." With a sorrowful cry, "Caw!" the crane spread its wings and flew off into the sky, disappearing forever.